YouTube, it's Jen.
And Brad.
And we're here for our weekly update. And as always, let's start with the numbers. I am 5 feet 4 inches tall. Started this journey at 262 pounds in December of 2012. Last week, I finally made it back to the 170s, and I was 179.4. And this week, I'm back in the 180s at 182 for a 2.6 pound gain. But I'll explain why in a moment. Go ahead.
6 feet tall, starting weight 320. Last week I was 226. This week I'm 227.4 for a 1.4 pound gain.
Excuse me. So, why did we both gain weight this week? And that's a very easy answer, I think, for both of us. Same answer, actually.
Yep.
So, we've said before, we do not have kids, we have cats, by choice. And our baby girl, Lexi, who you normally see her butt in the video, she has been very, very, very sick. And she had to get biopsies done last week. When? Last Tuesday. And she had to go under and had to have biopsies done. And then they thought, they're still not sure if it's cancer. It's her intestines, and they're not sure if it's cancer or severe irritable bowel. She was pooping blood, she was puking blood. We were in the pet ER Saturday and Sunday, and then she had to go to the doctor on Monday, and then they had to insert a feeding tube on Tuesday. So, because this is a cat that, I mean, she's a very big cat, and she used to be, like over 10 pounds, and then she got to 9 pounds, and now she got down to 7 pounds, and that's just not, she's skin and bones. So now we have to use a feeding tube to feed her at home, and it's just sad. And I know, I just lost it on Monday. I was just basically hysterical all day, and I was soothing myself with carbs. So I didn't even want to eat real food. I just wanted to eat oatmeal and popcorn. That's all I wanted to eat. So, and on top of that was, we had a lot of eating out this weekend, and so when you put eating out with depression, with soothing your feelings with carbs, and then not exercising because, Monday I didn't exercise, and I normally teach 2 classes on Monday, and I couldn't do anything. I just needed to be with my little baby. And Tuesday I didn't work out because my trainer couldn't work out with me, and that's not an excuse. I could have done something, but I didn't. I just wanted to be with Lexi. We got her home with the feeding tube, and I wanted to just make sure she was okay. So, I earned the 2.6. It was stupid. I finally gotten back in the 170s, so I'm very disappointed in myself. But, this wasn't just, I had a bad day and I ate carbs. This is our baby, and it was just really hard, and it's no excuse, but it's an explanation. What about you?
Most of the same. But I think because it's just the bad eating over the weekend.
The weekend really, it was just, my friend came and stayed the weekend with us because her husband was out of town, and we went to the Spanish restaurant that we like on Saturday, and that would have been fine because I think that, we kind of did okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that was Saturday, and then Sunday, we didn't plan ahead of time. And they're like, "Oh, you want Korean food? We know a great Korean restaurant." And so, I ate a ton of Korean, so much. I was like, okay, well, this is okay because I'll have the lightest dinner possible, so it'll kind of even out. No, because for dinner we had a family dinner. My sister's boyfriend and his family, everybody at my house, some friends at my house. We had the Italian catered, and I was hungry, and I was upset because I'd spent all Sunday afternoon at the ER, and I was just wanting to numb my feelings with delicious food, and it was just stupid. So, but at least you were going to have leftovers, and you didn't, so that was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where we're at now, and I know that, with Lexi, so she has a feeding tube, and they want us feeding her 5 times a day. Now, we work more than a half hour away from home, so it's not really conducive. I don't know how we're going to get 5 times a day. And today I came home, I left work early for lunch and came home and tried to feed her, but we still aren't going to get 5 feedings in. And I know this is probably going to mess with exercise a bit. And we need to find a way to balance with keeping our baby healthy and keeping ourselves healthy, because I know I'm not in a good frame of mind when I don't exercise. Like, I wasn't able to exercise on Saturday because I had to take Lexi to the ER. I was supposed to teach a class, and she was, she was bleeding, and I had to get her to the ER. But I need it for my mental sanity. Like, if I'm going to have to deal with all this Lexi stuff, I need my hour to not worry about anything. And so I don't know how we're going to figure out how we're going to be able to do all this.
We'll figure it out.
What else?
That's about it.
On a less depressing note, I work out a lot, and I like keeping track of it with a heart rate monitor, and I always have been forever. I've been using Polar for years and years and years. And 3 years ago, I had a Polar watch, and I don't remember which version, but one of the versions of the Polar watch. And the battery broke, or the watch broke, and no matter how many times I fixed the battery, it wouldn't work. So I was like, okay, I'm going to buy a new Polar watch, which I got a few months ago. And this is one that has GPS so that I can run with it. So it's a great watch. I love it. But I've been noticing the calorie count is really high. Like, I'm like, wow, like, I'm like super fit now because I'm just burning 8 billion calories. So I eventually am like, okay, Jem, this isn't making any sense. So I was able to go on eBay and for $14 buy the watch that goes with the old Polar heart rate monitor. And so today went to exercise, had the new heart rate monitor on, had the old heart rate monitor right underneath it, 2 heart rate monitor watches, went to class. All through class I'm looking, and the heart rate monitor's same heart rate at all times. I'm like, okay, this is great. Clearly I am really burning 700 calories someday. Then class is over and everybody knows I'm doing this. They're like, okay, so what does the watch say? 2 totally different calorie burns.
Oh, wow.
The old watch was 349 and the new watch was 460 for like 40 minutes of exercise. So, number one, that's only 40 minutes where I normally do 60. So it's an even bigger disparity when this was the first chance I had to wear them both. So basically, my new watch is lying to me. I like to think that, oh, this is a new watch and I've been working out even more. No, it's just lying to me. So a little disappointed. So now I've been going online reading about heart rate monitors and the calorie displays and how none of them are going to be accurate, because if you don't have the right VO2 max, which is some sort of oxygen reuptake, it's not accurate. And when you strength train, your heart rate increases without really increasing your oxygen, because it's the, I don't know how to explain it, but the articles explain it really well. So it's lying to you on strength training. It's lying to me because it doesn't have the accurate inputted data. So basically, yeah, I gained 2.6 pounds and my watch is lying to me, and my poor cat needs to be fed through a feeding tube. So this is my Debbie Downer report.
I had someone in the elevator today tell me that I looked like I was losing weight.
It's because you shaved today.
And that's what I said to him. I said, I think it's because you haven't seen me shave for a while. They go, no, it's not that. You look like you're doing, you've been working out or something. So I was like, oh, well, it made me feel good.
Yeah, just take it.
Yeah, I'm like, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Take it. So, anything else to report? This upcoming weekend, we have no dinners out planned. So, all you have planned is a pedicure. That shouldn't cause you to gain any weight.
Should lose weight. Let me cut the talons off.
So, do you mind if this weekend we try and maybe not go out to eat?
I'm fine with that. I love cooking.
I would be open to going to pitas for a meal.
Okay.
Pitas, turkey pita, turkey, cheese, and a ton of lettuce. That would be a treat for me, but I won't go off the
I
rails
can
for
cook
that.
those pork shanks if you want. I found them at the other Whole Foods.
What's a pork?
Remember those little pork shanks that I would cook, and
Oh, yeah.
the meat was so super
Yes,
awesome?
and then but it did almost try to kill me though.
Okay.
Things have been trying
Sure
to kill
call.
me lately, but yeah, we can do it with some barbecue sauce. That way, it'll have more. Right?
Different thing I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the pork loin,
Oh, okay.
the pull. I'm talking about the little shank with the bones in it, remember?
Oh, okay. So, anyways, next week I need to get back to the 170s because I can't take so much not good in a week. So, but tonight I sucked and had some popcorn. So that was my dinner. I was like, I want popcorn, so I'll counteract it with not eating real food, which is stupid on so many levels. But I did work out, as I told you, with 2 different heart rate monitors. Any goal for you for this week?
Just a quick update on my running front. So Jen signed me up for my first half marathon, December 4th.
You're excited?
And I did go running on Sunday. I did 6.25 miles. And I will run on Friday, and I'll do 6.5 miles. And I add a quarter mile every time I run.
But you're going to run tomorrow.
Because of Leslie, I don't think I'm going to run tomorrow.
Leslie's Friday.
Oh, then I'm going to run tomorrow.
Yes. So, and then this weekend, what is your plan? Do you have a racquetball date for Sunday?
I got to reach out to Jason to see if he can play.
Okay. And another thing is that Brad's gym is different than my gym. I teach at 3 different gyms, so I can go to those gyms for free. Brad is at the YMCA where he can play racquetball, and he pays $15 a month, and that gets him able to bring any guest at any time with him. So if he plays racquetball on Sunday's the one day that there's no kickboxing class for me. His gym has my kickboxing class, so if he goes to play racquetball, I can sneak in for free and go get my class in if I need more exercising. So, anything else?
That's about it.
We hope you all are big losers. Kick some fats asses. We love your faces, and we will see you next week.
Big losers?
We did say that. We are big losers.
Okay. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.